Okay, sorry, I've been such a bitch.
You really haven't been a bitch, it's been nervous.
Mhm.
If you're ever a bitch, I'll let you know, okay?
Thank you. Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Barbara Jean Lindsay,
I'm Steve Colburn.
and you're here watching the Cosmic Oracle Show. And we're going to be going live in just a moment. Okay, hello and welcome everyone. See, so I'm gonna do this, Lindsay, and we have to fix. And you're here watching the Cosmic Oracle Show, and we're gonna be going live. It's a problem. In just a moment. Okay, hello and welcome everyone. See, so we're getting a double. And we have to fix. And you're here watching the Cosmic Oracle Show. So I see we're doing it already. And we're gonna be going live. It's a problem. Just a moment. Okay,
It's better than ours, right?
yeah, I'm just trying to fix this. Yeah. And you're just watching the Cosmic Oracle Show. We're doing it already. And we're gonna be going live. It's a problem. Just a moment. If I turn it down here. Yeah, I'm not hearing it turn up a little. That's better, huh? Here on Zoom. To be able to go here. If I turn it down here, can't hear it very well though. Oh. All right, how about that? This is with my fear. Okay, let's try that. Okay, how about that? So we are live. And this is this part where this needs to go up. Sound settings, here we go. Okay, how about that? So we are live. And this is this part where this needs to go up. Sound settings, here we go. Okay, we are going live on Revolution Radio right now, though. I do know that. And I know how to do that. This is this part where this needs to go up. Sound settings, here we go. Okay, we are going live on Revolution Radio right now, though. I do know that. And I know how to do this. What the business we do that?
On Skype.
That is inevitable. I know that. One thing is, as free men, it is our right to live unencumbered. And in these times, peace is certainly an illusion, and the continuing from China on the can be incrementally every passing moment. Inaction is no longer an option. It's time to raise the wizard, like a cacophony of thunder, lightning, and yell the masters, no more. This is Nighthawk, and I say, for myself, no more. Revolution Radio, freedomforce.com. Thank you for listening to Revolution Radio at BritisWest.com. Any commercial advertising you may hear in this program is of the sole discretion and benefit of the host of this program you are listening to. Revolution Radio does not endorse any commercial product nor does it accept monetary compensation for on-air advertising of commercial products nor will it ever. We are and shall remain 100% listener supported. Any product advertising on this program are considered used at higher risk. Revolution Radio shall not be held liable for any claims or damages received from any product advertised within this program. Revolution Radio, where information never sleeps. Our country is an author and founder of the online mystery school at Esoteric University. As the cosmic force, he is a conduit of the powers that be to answer your questions about your future self, past lives, current career, love. She shines light into the darkness to illuminate what was, what may be, and to answer your questions about your essence, and its unknowns. So take the place of any medical, legal, or financial advice given you by qualified professionals. Should not affect to illuminate what was.
I know, I think I know what the problem is. Hello and welcome to the Cosmic Oracle Show. This is your host, Barbara Jean Lindsay, and we have
Steve Colburn's here
woohoo!
as well.
It's Friday night, all night long. And
All night.
hello and welcome to the Cosmic and here we go. Here we go again. So I'm not quite sure.
Steve Colburn's here.
So let's go here. Friday night, all night long. Let's go here.
I thought it was 12 hours, so.
I thought it was too. But it's not. So, okay, so welcome to the Cosmic Oracle Show again. And it is March 29th, Friday, all day long. And today we're going to be talking about time speeding up. I swear we were just here last Friday, Steve.
Yeah, it does seem to be speeding up subjectively. A lot of people have said that. Many people, most people that I've talked to have said that time seems to be speeding up. And it's kind of a mystery to me because if the universal time rate, if the actual time rate of the universe, which probably varies with the speed of the universal expansion, I would think, and the space-time density, the denser the space is, the slower the time rate. That's in the theory of relativity, in a gravitational field, time slows down, and by the ether interpretation of that theory, the ether is denser in a gravitational field. So at any rate, the time rate is sensitive to those two things in the universe. But if the time rate varied in the universe itself, there's no way to be able to tell because everything would be speeded up or slowed down by exactly the same amount. So I'm thinking that this has to be some sort of a brain effect. And since it is, or most likely a brain effect, then it may have to do with the Schumann resonance of the Earth, which seems to determine the average frequency of brain waves. The Schumann resonance is a resonance between electromagnetic resonance between the Earth's ionosphere and the surface of the Earth, and it's excited by lightning discharges. And the basic primary resonance is 7.83 hertz. And lately, apparently, over the last 20 or 30 years, the power of the Schumann resonance has been increasing, and the harmonics of the primary frequency of 7.83 hertz have been increasing in power, and this may be having an influence on people's brains, causing a subjective feeling that time is speeding up. It's difficult to say what's causing this, this increasing power of the Schumann resonance and the increase in the power of the harmonics. However, I would suspect that increased solar activity might be the cause. The formula for any kind of inductance, capacitance, resonance like this is 1/2 pi the square root of LC, where L is the capacitance, L is the inductance, and C is the capacitance. So the inductance probably is about the same. So capacitance may have become lower. And that could be explained by the conductive ionosphere, the upper layer of the atmosphere, ballooning out in response to more solar activity. NASA found this effect back in 1981 when Skylab re-entered prematurely, and they did their calculations right, and thought it would re-enter a few years later. But there was an increased amount of solar activity back then, sunspot activity, and that caused the upper atmosphere to balloon outward. So, in theory, if the ionosphere went away from the surface of the Earth, that would decrease the capacitance of the corridor for the Schumann resonance waves. So anyway, it's speculation that the increase in the power and harmonics of the Schumann resonance is causing this increase in subjective effect of time speeding up, but it seems logical. Anyway, what say you, Barbara?
Well, what I say is that I don't come from a science perspective per se, but I love that you do, and I need that for balance. And I'm kind of from a spiritual point of view, or from a just a human point of view. I think things have been speeding up, and I read a couple of things about this earlier, and I love the fact that there was a subway person who worked in the subway for over 10 years, and he wrote about it, and he said that on the days he would have different people from all over the city come through the subway to pay him, right? And they would speak to him, and so they would say, boy, today just flew by. And so that another person from another part of the city would come by and say, God, today just flew by. And another person, today just flew by, and another, unconnected to each other, but probably they really are. But that they all said, they all agreed from all different aspects of the city that today flew by. And then, like a couple of weeks later, the people would say, oh God, today's dragging by. It's like taking forever. And the next person would come to, they go, oh man, the day's dragging on, it's dragging forever. And it's just like, there's no end to today. And so he said there has to be something up to that. And so maybe we could speak on that, Mr. Colburn.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say what's causing that for sure, like I say, but that's consistent with the possibility of it being changes in the Schumann resonance, because the power and harmonics of the Schumann resonance vary with time over a span of days or weeks. And I don't know, but I strongly suspect that that changes in the Schumann resonance may be the cause of this subjective general feeling that time has increased in speed.
Yeah. Well, they do say if you're doing something that you love, time does fly by. But if you're taking a test at school, it's taking forever if you didn't study for it, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't think that sort of thing is the Schumann resonance, but we're talking about something a little bit different.
Like emotional resonance.
Something that you love, time does.
Not just that it drags when you're doing something you hate, but or speeds up when you're doing something you love. I mean, that's just another type of brain effect, I think. But it's a general effect of the earth on the workings of the brain, I think.
Okay. So it has nothing really to do with an awareness. or the subjective
An
awareness?
awareness of by the brain or what?
Yeah, by your,
Yeah, it has to do with awareness,
Yeah.
the human resonance and the brain, the environment of the earth affects the brain and affects awareness.
yeah,
That's what, I think that's what's going on.
yeah, yeah,
And I think that more research should be done on this.
yeah,
And by the way, this is a very complicated subject, which a lot of people may have opinions on. So if anybody has any questions or comments, please feel free to write in.
right, no, we would love that. And we were talking too, there's a, we talked about this a few days ago, Steve, about the Hopi idea that we're going from 3D to 5D. You know, we talked about that a little bit. I'd like to know what you,
Well, I think they were
Your
talking
feelings on
about
that.
going from the third or fourth world to the fifth world. I think they were talking about the fourth to the fifth iteration of civilization. But at the same time, I mean, perhaps they were talking about increased influence of the fourth and fifth dimensions. I know these people that are into string theory and all that in the higher echelons of physics in the universities talk about 20 different dimensions and everything. But looking back on the earlier theories, you can explain all the physical forces of nature with 5 dimensions. There's definitely at least a couple hidden dimensions, but I don't believe there's as many as the string theorists say. But yes, perhaps the Hopi we're talking about increased influence over these dimensions, but I rather think it was probably they were talking about the change from the fourth to the fifth iteration of civilization. This is by their reckoning the fourth civilization or major civilization that's existed on this planet. I know for sure there was a third world that ended 12,000 years ago that had technology higher than we have now. And we're just seeing their largest, strongest monuments behind the pyramids. I know for sure there was a third world that temple at Baalbek in Lebanon, the Nan Madol granite block monument in the South Pacific, the pyramid underwater at Okinawa, things like that. Pyramids at former Yugoslavia, things like that. They're very old. I mean, 12,000 years is a long time for anything human made to survive, made by any being to survive for that matter. What say you, Barbara?
I'm trying to work on our volume. It's getting a reverb and I am beyond with this. So I'm trying to be cool, but I'm trying to work on it as we're trying to work this out with our volume not having reverb. So I'm not sure exactly what the problem is. So we do need a technical person. And so if someone wants
Yes,
to
we do.
come and help us with our technical problems on the Cosmic Oracle Show, we could really use someone who would like to do our technical work and to be our host on chat because our upcoming shows will be on YouTube, live on YouTube from now on. And we are phasing out of Facebook. And so we'll be YouTube live every Friday night from 5 to 7, live on YouTube on the Cosmic Oracle channel and on Revolution Radio. And it's our 10th year. And so I don't know about the resonance. Okay, I read something else. So I like to read. I'm a reader. Okay.
Well, before you go on, I just
Okay.
it would be awesome if somebody that has IT experience or experience with YouTube and that sort of thing could help us out. I'm a chemist in material science and I'm not a computer guy. I'm pretty good with computers, but we need somebody with experience in YouTube and such.
We do. And so, I mean, Steve is a brilliant scientist and I'm a master psychic, but as far as doing technical IT stuff, we're probably in kindergarten still. And so, and I forgot what I was going to say, something about the human time speeding up. And I read an article, and I don't know what this has to do with anything, but they said as you grow older, that time you're set naturally for your time clock to speed up as well.
That's probably
I'll-
true, and
yeah.
most people comment on that, time seems to pass faster when you're 60 than when you're 20. Or faster when you're 20 than when you're 5 or 10.
Right, and so it's organic then.
Yes, the subjective perception of time rate is almost certainly some sort of a brain effect, and there may be several brain effects that cause differences in the subjective time rate. One of them being the Schumann resonance, and there might be others as well, differences in the brain's internal clock and such.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what it's up to our little squirrel in the tree out there. What he thinks about time. Is it speeding up or slowing down?
No, I don't think he's too aware of such things.
Well, that's kind of what they say back in the old days. We were slowed down as human beings. We were slower. We got up in the morning. We took naps. We read books. We, did that sort of thing. And we just had a slower pace. And I remember from going from 440 hertz to 432 hertz in Mozart, that 432 hertz Mozart is so slow I couldn't stand it. But now I'm starting to get to where I understand the beauty of that resonance. So is that kind of what we're learning, how to be here with all these changes and speeding up and?
Well, I think your first comment was that we were slower back in the day, caveman days and such. I think that we basically have too much to do in modern society. There's too many things to do and too little time to do it. So that probably contributes to a sense that there's not enough time. But there's probably a lot of other aspects to it as well.
Well, yeah, because I read that if you are on the computer a lot, that time goes by faster because you're not creating memorable, sweet memories, shall we say. But I'm not so sure about that. What do you think about that? I read about that.
I think that's
Poppycock.
probably, not for sure, but probably.
So let's hear what you have to say about time speeding up and the Schumann resonance again. I mean,
Well, I think that the different harmonics, the second, third, and fourth harmonics of the Schumann resonance are the ones increasing in power, and from what I've been reading, they often outstrip the primary resonance of 7.83 hertz. And so the harmonics are 2, 3, and 4 times that. There's higher harmonics as well, but the second, third, and fourth harmonics are increasing in power the most. And I think that those harmonics probably affect the brain 2 to 4 times that. So by that reasoning, an increase in Schumann resonance, an increase in the frequency of the Schumann resonance, that's caused the brain to perceive time as passing.
well, I guess that makes total sense, right?
So by that logic, it must slow your brain down rather than speed it up.
I guess that makes total sense, right?
If you speed your brain up, logically, you think that it's passing by that logic.
Okay.
So it's counterintuitive. It may be that increasing the Schumann resonance increases the frequency of operation of the brain, but that somehow makes you time passing slower rather than faster. Faster than slower.
Okay. So slower than faster, faster than slower. How's our show going? Do you think it's going slower or faster tonight?
Let's say
Okay. Well, we're
maybe slightly faster.
slightly faster, yeah. Well, we're trying to figure this out. I think it is a little faster because, God, today just flew by. It really did. Of course, I didn't get up until like 11. So I slept in and I really needed that sleep. Anyone needing more sleep lately? Is that something that you might need more with our changes? We are going through some changes. The Earth's going through.
I think so. Probably not. So we can-
Yeah.
But, I've not heard any comments on that.
Yeah, me either. Reverb is really bad, they're saying, so I'm not sure how to fix this.
We tried to fix the reverb problem on YouTube, but without success, I guess.
Yeah.
It was better than it was when we tested it, so. That's what
Um,
we're doing for right now, I'm afraid.
Unless we like turn it off here and leave it on here. Did we try, let's try that. I think I tried that last time, but I don't think you get to hear anything at all. So let's see what happens. We're gonna test a few things out tonight. Next week, we're just gonna get someone to help us, or we're not coming on. That's all I can say. So, let's see if we can do it here. Let's go up here. All right, let's try that. And then let's see if we can hear it here at all. Can we hear it at all? No.
I can say.
If we try it here. Okay. Okay, can you say something, Steve? We'll see if I can get it to fix.
Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3.
Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I don't think it's working. I don't know what to do.
All right, let's bag YouTube for right now. Let's get back to business here.
Yeah, I think it's working.
Okay, so let's end YouTube
I don't know what to do.
and
All
go
right, let's
back to
bag
Facebook
YouTube
then
for right
for
now.
now, right now.
Well, I'm the guy that I'm saying that this.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it's working.
okay, so let's end YouTube.
I don't know what to do.
And
All
go
right,
back
let's
to
bag
Facebook
YouTube for right
for
now.
now, right now.
I'm the guy that I'm saying that this.
Oh, it's way better. They said,
Okay.
that's good to hear.
So let's in YouTube. I don't know what to do. And go back to Facebook. For now,
Okay, so
right
I
now.
think that was working if we have it on here.
It's way
and
better
not
than
on
the-
YouTube, so that we turn it in
That's
here. Okay,
In YouTube.
thanks. Hey, good to hear from you, Susan and Pinky Lee and everyone who's listening in today. Not good now. Darn, I think I just fixed it though. I think we're good to go now, hopefully. Okay,
Okay.
so Steve,
Hey, good to hear from you.
are you having fun yet? We wanted to have some fun tonight with everyone too. It's Friday night and not good now. Okay, great.
I suspect it might be partly on their end. too.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
really
we wanted to have some fun tonight with everyone too. It's Friday night
just don't.
and it's not good now. Okay, great.
I don't know. Okay, sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
And then
we
we'll go
wanted to
over
have
here.
some fun tonight with
Try
everyone
this
too.
one.
It's Friday night.
I think we have it.
And-
All right, let's try that, Steve.
Okay, sorry.
You want to test 1, 2, 3 and see what happens
Testing
again?
1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3.
We have it. All right, let's try that. You want to test 1, 2, 3 and see what happens again?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
We have it. All right, let's try that.
You got all. Let's see if we leave meeting here and start it up again. Should we try that on Facebook? Do you want to try that?
Whatever you think.
This isn't working. This was my fear tonight, my big fear. All right, try once more and let's see what happens.
This isn't working.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
It's my
testing 1, 2,
fear
3.
tonight, Like that. All right. Try once more and let's see what happens. It's not working.
Testing, 1, 2, 3,
It's right here. Like that. All right. Try once more and let's see what happens. It's not working.
testing, 1, 2, 3.
See, I would think it would come off here.
All right. Try once more and let's see what happens.
Okay, we're gonna try this. And so here, all right. And then be high here, that one, test 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
All right, let's just head on, Steve, and that's the best we can do for right now, not good now. I give up on it, so thanks for everyone for tuning in to the Cosmic Oracle Show. We are live, coming to you live from off planet. Maybe all of our off planet wonderful listeners are gonna give us a boost and help us out here because you can't hear anything now.
Well, maybe it's alien interference.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe all of our off planet wonderful listeners are gonna give us a boost and help us out here because you can't hear anything now.
Well, maybe it's alien interference.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe all of our off planet wonderful listeners are gonna give us a boost and help us out here because you can't hear anything now.
Well, maybe it's alien interference.
Yeah. It could be. Maybe all of our off planet wonderful listeners are gonna give us a boost and help us out here because you can't hear anything. Yeah. Okay, we're going to leave this. I'm really sorry. We're gonna try and go live stream on YouTube without this. We'll be right back. So if you're listening on YouTube now, a live stream, if we're close